how it goes, try to stomach this thug life. They ring got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe, connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye, peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, they bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him runner, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laughing these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do, that's why I'm one West. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gon' need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I...
Like, this is how we built up towns. We are live in Petersburg, Virginia, and we set up cities and towns like Richmond, and we are at the campus of VCU, Virginia State University, and our cities and towns that we built for our people directly on railroad supply routes. So routes and things like wheat, like good, like products and things that's coming and being transported all across the country. We have our own stops that's built in areas like Black Wall Street, which we had in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had developed many cities and places for ourselves. And in these cities and places we developed, we had our own bus routes, cab routes, different things. And as we continue to develop in our own society, separate from our oppressor, we be able to run goods and drop them off at each town. Then we can build a society, a community, a neighborhood, schools, businesses based off of supply routes, and set up cities and cities and just grow forward and expand on the Negro side of town and never even have to interface with our oppressors. And if we did, the areas where we interface, all the goods and wealth that we got, we brought back to ourselves and continue to do this, which is build up historically black universities like Virginia State University, another HBCU. And we are here looking at a historically black college, historically black university, more areas and cities and towns that we built for ourselves because we could not go to our oppressors' universities. And since we integrated, we stopped building these, like Lincoln, like Cheney, like Morehouse, like Coppin State, you understand? Like Howard, like Hampton, like Norfolk State, Virginia State University, Virginia Union, Liberty, you understand, down in Lynchburg. Like, we developed cities and towns for ourselves because we were separate. That's why the Lord said in Deuteronomy 7 that we were not supposed to join another nation of people. We weren't supposed to take their sons to our family and allow our daughters to marry their sons, so that we could be strong and continue to build black towns and businesses and historically black universities where we could educate ourselves and not have our sons and daughters be educated to think and act like our oppressors, which is what happens over here. Now that we integrated, we got historically black universities and colleges, but what we also have now that we joined our oppressors, we have ourselves wanting to be a part of their fraternity work. And the more and more as we integrate and join into our oppressive society, the more we look to join them. That's why it's so important that even the best things that we do for ourselves, like when we build our own black cities, our own black towns, our black families, our jobs, our inventions, when we do these things for ourselves, you see, without the spirit of the Lord, which is what we teach in ISUPK, to have the proper spirit on our people, even though we build in historically black universities, our minds is being taught to be loyal to Greek fraternities, that Greco-Roman culture of our oppressors. So while we building the top educated, the top finance, the top of the black world in education, we are now able to mix into our oppressive society, which we were not supposed to do, if nothing but to work and bring back goods to ourselves. These fraternities teach us have a mindset to think like our oppressors, hazing like them, abortions like them, LGBTQ like them, trans this like them. You understand? Our way of life is compromised once we put them in our minds. And these are their symbols, their Greek fraternities, their signs, their Haitian, they're spitting eggs in people's mouths and paddling people. Like, this is our precious culture. Even still, when we built this historically black university for ourselves, they got stones and things representing our steel with dedication to the oppressor's culture, even though they put a black name and a black face on it and say it's a black fraternity. And now you see, years later after this, the historically black universities is getting filled up with white students. You understand? Like Hampton University, which is not what we are, but it is another HBCU, is offering full ride scholarships to the Ukrainians. The billions of dollars of wealth from the tax money that black people have been paying in America since we got free from slavery, that money is now going to help another nation of people, and they get a free ride into our universities that we bought for ourselves. Not Virginia State University, but this is why the Lord told us to be separate way of educating ourselves, which we can do, separate way of having our own families, our cities, our towns, our own part of everything, which is exactly what America's coming to and what the Lord is forcing our people to do, so that we don't end up at the mercy of some devil shooting up our grocery stores, shooting up, you understand, our elementary schools, teaching our kids to think their way, allowing the damn pedophile predators in the LGBTQ WWF society come now and sit and have transgender day with some sexual deviant half naked exposing themselves to the kids that's supposed to be on the sex predators list, but now because of this wave of pride, now all of a sudden they're supposed to get access to us. This is why the Lord told us to be separate, and they don't ever teach our people that in church because they don't understand God or the Bible or the Spirit of the Lord. Man. This is Priest Captain Naderzak Rashad at ISUPK. We here in the state of Virginia, and if you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, and you are tired of seeing our people destroyed, you are tired of seeing our communities fall apart, you're tired of seeing us falling victim to all the horrible things happening to us, being preyed upon, then you need to contact the ISUPK in whatever city and state that you're in. And if you're in Virginia, our number is 757-550-1204. All blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans come together so we can build our nation and our society so that our kids and families can be safe. That, shalom.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was